How y'all doing? A little bit further in, probably about 150 in now. Oh, I also named this unit. This is the Ruglud's first Armored Orcs because the hero character is Ruglud from that old 90s Dogs of War unit. And pulled a little bit from the Marines in the Army by calling it the Big Green One because it's his first Armored Orc division, I guess. But they're going to be the ones chomping over the tops right across there. And it's up to 160 now because I had 10 more Black Orcs in the mix that I was just going to have random Black Orcs, but instead I decided to pull them into this army. They're still going to be in the battlefield fighting, kind of like maybe a Vanguard unit or an advanced unit that went with them, but they're going to be down there hooking and jabbing. As for getting back into the acting and whatnot, I guess I'm going to go ahead and talk about mnemonics a little bit. Mnemonics is crazy important to me. Let's see. This is test, and it talks about, again, mind supercomputer. We always say we have bad memories, but we have arguably perfect memories. It's recall that's trash. You know, we have all stuff that's put in there, but we don't know how to pull it back. And going back to an experiment I was about to say is there was this one where they talk about they have like 25 pictures, and they'll take people in this experiment and they'll show them all 25 pictures. And then what they'll do is they'll ask them to recall the pictures. But most times they can't. They can recall a few, but not many. But what happens is when they take 25 new pictures that these people have never saw before and then add them in, and then they'll show a photo, one of the picture they saw before and one that they never saw before. And more times than not, people will be able to recall it because they had that primer, that thing that just kind of helped them recall because they saw the picture again. Well, the whole point of mnemonics is kind of like a filing system. It teaches you how to remember stuff so you can recall it later. You can put stuff away in the storage area of your mind. And one of the oldest known methods is called the Method of Loci. And it goes back to like 500 BC to Simonides of Ceos, which I love the fact that he was a Greek lyrical poet. So the Method of Loci goes back to an artist. And the whole reason was he needed to use the Method of Loci to remember the long poems. Like, people had to recite the Iliad from memory. I mean, come on, man, bro. That's insane. But again, when you realize how they do these things, it's not insane. It's the power of the human mind. We just don't use it. We don't use the capabilities, or we don't teach it. I remember being a kid, and there was this math was just a horrible subject, but I got some of the things like the times tables by 9, any single digit that's multiplied by 9, the answer, if you add it together, becomes 9. It's just a trick of math. I thought it ended there. But as an adult, I saw this video called The Secrets of Mental Math. It was like 2 hours long, and it showed you, no, these freaking cheat codes go all the way up into freaking multi-digit numbers. It just blew my mind. It's like, bro, why didn't you teach me this when I was a kid? It have made it a whole lot easier to me. But it's just like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to teach you the hard way. So you get bored and give up on it. I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning was, but it's stupid to me. But getting back to the Method of Loci, it's been used over the millennia. The names changed, Roman Room, Memory Palace. But the whole point is you take a space you know very well, like your home, pretty much. You know your home with your eyes closed. You've lived there so long. So you create this mental space in your mind, and then you create these different rooms that in that space, and then you stick stuff in there. But when you stick stuff in there, you have to put it together in a way that allows you to recall it later. And a lot of times they'll say use a crazy idea or something like that, so it'll punch out to you more. But as you walk through the room and recall all these images, you'll remember what you need. Like if you had a grocery list of apples, oranges, and bananas, you'd walk up to your front door and you'd see, first thing is a banana. You'd see a monkey hanging from a tree. Oh, I got to get bananas. You walk in the room, there's Isaac Newton sitting on a chair with an apple falling on his head. Oh, I got to get apples. And then you walk into the last room and you're sitting in a beach in Florida. Oh, I got to get oranges. So it can be whatever it wants. You can use TV show characters, TV show themes, movies, games, whatever you want. It's just putting it in a sense that makes it easier for you to recall. And that's the whole point of the Method of Loci. But there's all kinds of mnemonic techniques too. That's just one, and that was a real weak telling of it. Like if you want to read about these things, just Google it. You can find out all these techniques, or Google memory practice, or mnemonics. Google mnemonics, because things you don't know you can use. Chunking. Everybody uses chunking. Cell phones. You have a 9-digit phone number. You don't remember all 9 digits like that. You have the 3 digits, dash 3 digits, dash 4 digits. That's a method of chunking, and that's mnemonics. But anyways, I hope that little bit helps, and I hope it's mildly entertaining. Going to keep painting white these guys. Thank you very much.